Malik Wright. Malik, you excited for the podcast tonight?
Sure.
Why just sure? Where's the energy? Malik.
Let's just say I've had better weeks when it comes to football.
Okay.
You know, ever since I was a kid, I only wore all black during funerals. I only wore all black during funerals. And tonight, as you can see, you can't see the lower half of me, but I'm wearing all black. And, everybody knows, you can see it above me, I'm a Bengals fan. And one would think that tonight I'm wearing all black because it's a funeral as far as my hopes for the Bengals football season. You go out home, you lose to the San Francisco 49ers in dramatic fashion. You get blown out at home after rallying for the fan base to show Zach Taylor, his love during his debut with the Cincinnati Bengals, and you lose to Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. I believe the score was 40-10.
41-17.
41-17. It was that egregious that to the point where I want to forget the score. So I say all that to say what? I'm wearing all black tonight. Not for my Cincinnati Bengals, but I'm wearing all black because it's not the end of my Bengals season, okay? But it is the end of some other team season.
Nah.
I'm wearing all black because I want to pay homage to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. I want to pay homage tonight to the New Orleans Saints. I'm paying homage tonight for those that we lost at battle because it may not be the end of the Bengals season, but it is the end of those Pittsburgh Steelers season.
Oof.
But we'll talk more about that as the podcast goes on. I just wanted to show my respect, pay my respects to Ben Roethlisberger.
All right. Well, Malik, I got a little news for you. I don't know if it's the end of the Pittsburgh Steelers because, as you know, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Wait.
Let's go out there. Let's actually stop right there. Let's stop right there. Let's address that. Let's address that. I had Pittsburgh Steelers fans reaching out to me after Ben Roethlisberger got hurt. Oh my God, do you think we should tank? Do you think that we should tank for Tua? And my response was, I honestly don't care what you do. I said, second of all, they were like, they weren't so used to with this backlash, dealing with all this backlash. They weren't used to dealing with it because they've never had for a decade plus, they haven't had to deal with quarterback issues. But now, for the first time, their starting quarterback Ben Roethlisberger, who has been not the ultimate durable guy, but he's played almost every season for the Pittsburgh. Not almost, he played every season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think this might be his first season-ending injury for the Pittsburgh Steelers, especially this early on. But then they go out and they sign Minkah Fitzpatrick, and then I got those same Steelers fans saying, "Wow, this is great. This is awesome. This is what we needed to happen. This is what's best for the team." I said, "Whoa, hold up. You're not going to just replicate Big Ben's success. You're not going to just replicate it with a guy, Mason Rudolph, okay? You're not going to just replicate it. He has the makings. He's a younger Ben Roethlisberger." That's some of the messages I was getting. We're not about to sit up here, although I don't like the guy, although I don't give a about the team. We're not going to sit up here and disrespect the future Hall of Famer, Ben Roethlisberger. We're not going. That's what we're not going to do. And we're not going to sit up here and replace him with a third-round pick and Mason Rudolph and think that he's just going to fulfill the Band-Aid. Yeah, you went out and you got Minkah Fitzpatrick. Yes, Minkah Fitzpatrick was a great pickup for the Pittsburgh Steelers because the Pittsburgh Steelers have had issues with the safety position since Troy Polamalu retired. But hold up. We're going to address this for a second. Minkah Fitzpatrick, although he is a very versatile weapon, I like to call him a Swiss Army knife. Minkah Fitzpatrick is poor on the outside coverage as a cornerback. That's where he started. Then they start moving him inside of the slot coverage where he's absolutely amazing at. Then they moved him to safety. But guess what? Even though you went out and you signed Minka Fitzpatrick, it still will not mask the holes on the Pittsburgh Steelers team. You have the inconsistent James Conner, who's dealing with health issues, and Daniel Alameda. I told you during the summer. I said, what is the number one knock against James Conner for me? What did I say?
What did you say?
I said his health. I said he wasn't a durable running back. I said it over and over and over and over again. Nobody wants to listen to me. I said Juju Smith-Schuster wasn't a number one wide receiver. That's just not going to change just because Ben Roethlisberger's gone. You got Mason Rudolph in there. Don't blame the Pittsburgh Steelers issues on Ben Roethlisberger. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is they got a poor defensive coordinator. I believe his name is Keith Butler. I think that's his name. I don't know what the hell his name is. All I know is the guy is absolutely clueless. All I know is they got a lot invested on their front seven, and they have not been able to pan out other than TJ Watt. Listen, I'm calling it like it is. But let's not sit up here and act like the issues on the Pittsburgh Steelers are just going to be covered up just because they went out and traded for Minka Fitzpatrick. Who, by the way, in my opinion, was a dumb decision because they gave up a first-round pick. Now, get me wrong. Hold. It was a good move in the sense that Minka Fitzpatrick has a lot of talent. But for where the Pittsburgh Steelers can be, where the Pittsburgh Steelers could be, right? Because potentially with losing Ben Roethlisberger, I get not wanting to tank. Right now, what that move sound like to me, that move just seemed like trying to save Tomlin's job. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
Doing something to take the attention off of the fact that you lost your starting quarterback and future Hall of Famer, Ben Roethlisberger.
I feel you. Malik, you're telling me all this about the Pittsburgh Steelers, right?
Sure.
But how are you more confident in this Bengals team than the Pittsburgh Steelers? When Big Ben, he got hurt in the first half, right?
Mm-hmm.
First half. Mason Rudolph, how bad did he play?
He didn't play bad. He went 12 for 19. 12 for 19.
What was the score against the Seattle Seahawks, right?
They lost by 1.
Same team that your Bengals lost by 1 point.
Yep.
What was the score? 20-26.
Sure.
Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers, you can say all this crap about how their season's over. Who did they play the first game? New England Patriots. Throw that away. That's the Patriots. That's an outlier. How'd they play?
No, that's not. We're not going to say that's an outlier. The fact of the matter is, we're not going to say it's an outlier. The fact of the matter is, you have a playoff battle-tested quarterback that has consistently played like one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL for the better part of a decade. And guess what? He wasn't even able to put up a damn point against the New England Patriots. You say what you want.
Where is he now?
Where is he now? You can sit up here and say all you want. You can say, wait, hold on. I'll let you talk. You can sit up here and say all you want that Ben Roethlisberger. Oh, you can say it's the Patriots, but that's the same Ben Roethlisberger. Guess what? He's the leader of that team. He's a future Hall of Famer. He's won 2 Super Bowls with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's hurt right now. But I'm addressing I'm addressing what you said. You sat up here and you said that it was the Patriots. It's the New England Patriots going to wipe it out. No, every NFL team you have to address a team against. Every NFL team. I don't give a damn if it's the New England Patriots. I don't give a damn if it's the all-time greats. You still have to have an answer for it. Ben Roethlisberger went to New England and was not able to connect with his wide receivers, and they put up 3 damn points against the New England Patriots. And I'm not going to just give them a pass. I'm not going to just give any damn team a pass by just saying, oh, it's the New England Patriots. You could perform a little bit better than that. That's poor coaching. That's poor quarterbacking. That's poor tackling. That's poor defending. All around the board, but it's just not on Ben Roethlisberger. It's a total team effort. There's no team. This ain't the NBA. This ain't the NBA.
How many times does a team get blown out every season? At least I'd say every once in a while, right? That's week 1. That's week 1. Why are we putting the whole season on week 1? How did they perform in week 2?
I'm not putting the whole season on week 1, but guess what? This is exactly what I've been telling you since the summer. It's a snowball effect. It's a snowball effect, what you're seeing. It's a snowball. And newsflash, I'm going to break the news right here on the Wrightway podcast to everybody that's listening. I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate for it. I'm sure I get a lot of hate from it. Just because you went out and you signed Minka Fitzpatrick, who's in his second year, I think your team is going to be. It does not change the dynamics for where I think your team is going to be. Mason Rudolph is still their starting quarterback. Their wide receiver, Juju Smith-Schuster, is still being sold to the fan base as the number 1 wide receiver. They still have Dante Moncrief, who has bricks for hands as their number 2. They still have an inconsistent James Washington. They still have a running back in James Conner who isn't durable. What the hell you gonna tell me about Mason Rudolph because they went out and signed Minka Fitzpatrick? That all of a sudden he's the second coming of Ben. Get the hell out of here.
I never said he's second coming Ben
So guess
Roethlisberger.
what?
But how?
So guess what? Guess what? Guess what? All of Mike Tomlin. Listen. It's easy. The Seattle Seahawks were preparing to face Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay. Oh, so that's the reason the game was close because they got thrown a curveball.
He came in. He instantly came in and they had success. Okay. Instantly came in. They were preparing to face Ben Roethlisberger, not Mason Rudolph. Nobody had footage of no damn Mason Rudolph other than the preseason. But we're not about to sit up here and act like Mason. See, this is what I hate about the mainstream media because we go out there and we like to push this agenda. We like to push this agenda. Listen, you and me, we're very good buddies.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, when it comes to me, I'm a very understanding individual.
Yeah.
I listen. And if it makes sense, I'll tell you it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Just like I'm going to say an unpopular opinion right now, I'm sure we'll talk about more on the podcast, but Lamar Jackson's first 2 games were a fluke. They were a fluke. They were an absolute fluke. Not a fluke in the sense that he's not a good quarterback, but those were video game numbers he was putting up. And you're absolutely out of your mind to think that Lamar Jackson's going to have a perfect passer rating against the teams that the Ravens have to face in the next couple of weeks. Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins, every damn team in the NFL would love to start off their schedule with them. Every damn team. But we're not about to push this agenda and act like the Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are the second coming in there, and they're going to be a dominant team. I saw one of the finals picking Lamar Jackson win the damn MVP, and I'm like, how? Have you not seen their schedule? Yeah. Shannon Sharp calls him Patrick Mahomes. Is going to light them boys up on Sunday. Mark my words. Okay. Mark my words. It's Christmas.
All right, let's switch it up a little bit here. Big week for injuries. Big week. We already touched on Ben Roethlisberger.
Sure.
Drew Brees. What does this mean for the New Orleans Saints?
In the grand scheme of things, Teddy Bridgewater, in my opinion, he's a glorified backup. He's a glorified backup. He's capable. He's a game manager at this point of his career. For us to sit up there and think, can Teddy Bridgewater go out there and run your offense efficiently? Sure, maybe. Is he going to complete the Brees-esque type throws? No. Do you expect Michael Thomas to still be dominant? No. It's just not going to happen. Teddy Bridgewater can't make the same plays Drew Brees can. So for fantasy owners, fantasy owners who do have Michael Thomas out there, if you have another starting receiver, I would suggest you starting them, honestly speaking, because Michael Thomas's numbers will take a significant dip under Teddy Bridgewater. It's proven. Look at what Stephon Diggs did when he had Teddy Bridgewater. He was good, but he wasn't being as consistent. He had an inconsistent quarterback, so that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a very inconsistent offense in New Orleans. I think the best route New Orleans can go is feed Alvin Kamara, come back around with the play action. Don't put more on Teddy Bridgewater. Don't ask Teddy Bridgewater to go out there and win the game because he's not going to do it for you.
I definitely agree. Let's hit one of these games. Let's see. So much happened this past Sunday. So much.
Sure.
Dallas Cowboys, are they for real or no?
Yes. They're my Super Bowl NFC pick.
For real. There you go.
They're a for real team. Dak Prescott's a for real
guy.
That man. And I think I've said it before. Pay him.
Dude.
Pay him. I keep saying it. Pay him. Listen, you go out there. If you don't pay him, guess what? Every single week, Dak Prescott goes out there without a new contract. His price goes up. His stock goes up. People can say, "Oh, he faced the Giants. He faced the Redskins. Division games are tough." You don't see nobody really blowing out no division opponents. It's in the NFL. It just doesn't happen. Because honestly speaking, when you draft your team, when you build your team in the NFL, you're not drafting players to compete against the rest of the NFL in the grand scheme of things. Of course, that's what they're doing, but you're drafting players to compete in your division. Why do teams go out there and draft the star cornerbacks? Because maybe their division opponent has a star wide receiver. Why do teams go out there and draft star pass rushers? Because their division opponent has a star quarterback. I mean, it just that you draft to beat your division opponents. You don't draft to have a dynamic guy, stopping all these NFL, although that's great to have, but the fact of the matter is you got to stop your opponents. You build your team to be able to compete and win your division. Simple as that.
All right, let's see. You have any other games you'd like to talk about?
We could talk about a few. We could talk. Let's actually touch on the Ravens game. I'll let you take it. But to me, I'll say this. I'll start off by saying this. To me, for a team that's being crowned and praised, and Lamar Jackson's already getting the MVP tag to him on some media outlets, at home against a rookie quarterback in Cliff Kingsbury, you barely pull it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, and their schedule only gets tougher from here, and that's not me. Hey, listen, it is what it is. We could talk about that game, and then next we could touch on the Browns Jets game. I would love to talk about that.
All right. So this game, Ravens versus Cardinals. All right, everyone expecting a blowout, right? Everyone's saying, "Oh, this Ravens defense number 2 last year, facing a rookie quarterback. This team's gonna completely annihilate the Cardinals, right?" No. We both knew this. It's close.
Can I add something to this too, really quickly?
Go for it.
Let's not forget before people say, "Oh, they have a really good defense. Oh, they have Patrick Peterson." Patrick Peterson suspended for 4 games.
Yeah,
right?
He's not playing. Not even playing. Exactly. The Ravens. Guess how many passing yards they gave up to a rookie quarterback? 340 some. Granted, the run defense was good. Johnson only had, I want to say, 20 to 40 yards. Run defense was good, but 340 yards to a rookie quarterback. You let a rookie quarterback come 6 points from beating you. 6 points. All right. So you can hype up this team as much as you want. I know you're not. I'm just saying the whole media, they can hype up this team, saying Lamar Jackson's the second coming of Patrick Mahomes, second coming of Tom Brady, whatever. The reality is they're not there yet. This offense will be good. It's going to be good. Lamar Jackson, defense will be. This team's going to be very competitive.
Defense will hold this team back.
Yes,
will hold this team back.
The defense will hold this team back. I truly believe in Lamar Jackson, but there's going to be games. Not everything's going to be as perfect as it's been. Not everything's going to be.
And to me, they have the toughest schedule in football this year. I saw their schedule. It's not friendly to them. They have the Kansas City Chiefs this week, and the next 3 games after that are division games. I've never seen an NFL team have to play 3 division games back to back to back, and it's going to be very tough. Right after those division games, they have to say hello to the Seattle Seahawks.
Oof.
Then they have to play another division game. Then they have to play the Rams and the Patriots back to back. It gets tough for them. That's all I'm saying.
That's definitely tough.
It gets tough.
Yeah, exactly. Kyler Murray's definitely surprised me. I just want to say Kyler Murray. I didn't expect him to come in. Granted, he has been very inconsistent throwing, but to come in here and have 2 close games. Granted, they don't have a win. Cardinals don't have a win, but to lead this team to a 6-point loss against the Ravens and a tie game against the Chargers, Lions. Tie game against the Lions. I mean, for a rookie quarterback, not bad. Not bad for a rookie quarterback. All right. Let's touch on this Jets-Browns game real quick. Monday Night Football. Jets, oof. I'll eat my words on the Jets. I admit, preseason, I was hyped up on this team. Injuries and just whole lot of crap from them. Whole lot of crap. Bad management, Adam Gase. Only bright spot, I mean, there's not much. Not much to talk about this Jets team. The offense looked terrible. Gave Le'Veon Bell 31 touches. This season's already looking in the dumpster for them. What do you think?
Let me be very, very careful with my words here. What I say, what I'm about to say. And I try to be very, very sensitive. I try not to comment on people's health because it's a sensitive topic. But you're telling me that Sam Darnold, their starting quarterback, the guy that they put all the trust in to lead them, I don't know how. I don't know where. I don't know who. And to be honest with you, I don't care. He failed his team.
I completely agree.
He failed his team. And it's because of Sam Darnold's inability to whatever.
Whatever the hell happened, whatever happened.
Whatever happened. It's because of him the Jets' season will be an absolute failure.
Sam Darnold failed
because of him. It's because of him. Trevor Siemian season is over. It's because of him. Fantasy owners, including myself, lost their fantasy because Le'Veon Bell had to be the absolute only bit of offense for them last night. It's because of him.
31 touches.
It's because of him that every team is going to be loving to play the New York Jets. Sam Darnold failed his team. Darnold failed his team. And I try to be very, very cognizant of people's feelings. But to be honest with you, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
He failed his team. And it's because of him the Jets are going to underperform this season.
All right. Browns. For me, don't look at the score. Don't take a look at the score. This score means absolutely nothing for the Cleveland Browns. Game 1, they came out, got smacked by the Titans. All right, we already know this. Game 2, people are going to see the score like 23-3. Baker must have had a good game, right? They're finally getting all together right now. This team chemistry, terrible. If you saw this game, if you guys watched this game, you know. One Odell Beckham's quick slant gets him 89 yards, touchdown. That's not chemistry. This team looked bad. They looked bad.
Here's what I'll say. The Cleveland Browns, as inconsistent as they are, as inconsistent as they were, from week 1 against the Tennessee Titans to week 2 against the New York Jets, I still see glimpses of greatness there.
Oh, definitely. Baker Mayfield definitely is talent. The defense, Myles Garrett.
No.
What?
I understand where you're coming from, but I'm gonna retract a little bit. No. I see greatness, but I don't see greatness from the quarterback position. I didn't get a chance to continue. I see very inconsistencies. I see overthrows. I see underthrows. If any position where I see inconsistencies from, it's been the quarterback position, honestly speaking. We're all expecting Baker Mayfield to take a huge leap, right? He has phenomenal receivers. He has phenomenal. I mean, I saw a pass last night where he almost got David Njoku absolutely obliterated.
Yeah.
Right? I saw him miss throws to Odell Beckham, miss throws to Jarvis Landry, hold the ball too long, have a hard time diagnosing plays. The only reason why the Cleveland Browns are staying afloat right now is because of that defense and Myles Garrett. That's the only reason why they're staying afloat right now, not because of Baker Mayfield.
You see glimpses in greatness in Baker Mayfield.
I see glimpses of greatness of what this team can be. Baker Mayfield has performed exactly like I expected him to perform in his second year as a starting quarterback in the NFL. To me, other than his charismatic, other than his charisma that he brings to this football team, to me, he has the making. He's going to be a very, very good quarterback, but he's in a sophomore situation. Remember, he has never started full 16. So he's seeing coverage, he's seeing defenses that he's never seen before. But no, I'm not about to sit up here and say, and the narrative shouldn't be Baker Mayfield is the reason why the Browns win, because it's not the case. I mean, one can make the case, right? Odell Beckham took a short pass, a midfield pass, 89 yards.
Yeah.
Last night, right?
Well, it was not Baker Mayfield.
That was all Odell Beckham. He has a phenomenal, unique, ability to make defenders miss. And, with the ball in his hand, he can make anything happen. In my opinion, Odell Beckham is up there as top 3 best receivers in the league. And I know people disagree with me with that, but to me, the dude literally has when he has the ball in his hand, he has the ability to take it the entire distance. I mean, I see him out there playing with defenders. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and crown Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is struggling in his sophomore year. He's been inconsistent. But the Cleveland Browns are going to win a lot of football games because of Myles Garrett. And
Myles Garrett, definitely. He, all game long, you can tell, this man's special. All game long, dude.
Correct.
All game long. But yeah, that's